What if the title warrior isn't a badge of honor earned in battle, but a cage built from expectations that demand you sacrifice your softness to prove your strength? And the only way to truly fight is to stop warring against yourself and start protecting the vulnerability everyone told you to armor over. In Warrior, Lisa Phillips delivers a romantic suspense novel that transforms the protector trope into a profound exploration of masculine tenderness and female resilience, proving that in worlds defined by threat, true safety isn't found in dominance, it's forged in the radical act of mutual trust. This isn't merely another Bodyguard romance with high-stakes danger. It's a psychologically precise narrative where every guarded glance feels like both shield and invitation. Consent is negotiated through shared silence rather than assumed authority, and healing means choosing connection when instinct demands isolation. From the first tension-laced narration, listeners are immersed in a landscape where violence is backdrop and intimacy is the real battlefield. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent suspense and stories where love thrives under pressure, this audiobook serves up relentless atmospheric dread, unflinching emotional honesty, and protagonists whose journey from isolated survivors to sovereign partners resonates with anyone who's ever mistaken endurance for wholeness. When former Special Ops soldier Kaylin Thorne is assigned to protect investigative journalist Alara Vance after she uncovers a human trafficking ring, he expects professional detachment, not to discover her quiet courage mirrors the parts of himself he buried beneath tactical discipline. But as they navigate safe houses and fractured trust, Kaylin realizes this mission isn't about extraction, it's about integration. Phillips masterfully avoids reducing Kaylin to stoic protector or Alara to damsel in distress. Instead, she crafts a relationship rooted in radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as danger blurs them, and where intimacy emerges from seeing each other's wounds without demanding they be fixed. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional alchemy, capturing Kaylin's disciplined restraint fracturing into genuine receptivity, and Alara's fierce clarity softening into vulnerability trust. You don't just hear their bond ignite, you feel the seismic shift of two souls learning that protection isn't about controlling outcomes, but about holding space for uncertainty together. What elevates Warrior beyond typical romantic suspense fare is its nuanced portrayal of trauma response as collaborative practice rather than individual burden. Kaylin isn't merely shielding Alara, he's confronting how military culture taught him to equate worth with utility, challenging the notion that safety requires emotional erasure. Alara doesn't heal him through devotion. She creates space where his hypervigilance can exist without judgment, honoring his expertise even as his walls crumble. Their relationship evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, sharing silences during watch rotations that bypass performance, establishing nonverbal cues that protect both physical and emotional integrity, and defending each other's right to grieve against systems that mistake stoicism for strength. Supporting characters add vital texture, fellow operatives whose loyalty masks unresolved pain, sources whose testimony carries intergenerational weight, even the safe house itself, rendered as liminal archive whose walls absorb decades of unspoken resilience. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In landscapes shaped by threat, tenderness is strategy, and presence is the only true defense. Even the suspense mechanics serve thematic depth, with surveillance mirroring emotional attunement and evasion tactics becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory descent into protective intimacy. The narrator embodies Kaylin and Alara with remarkable distinction. Kaylin's voice carries gravelly exhaustion laced with dawning warmth, while Alara's tone holds sharp intelligence beneath layers of hard-won softness, making their chemistry palpable even in stillness. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming immersion. Distant engine hums marking temporal disorientation, rain against reinforced windows during vulnerable confessions, the hushed click of safety catches syncing with breath during moments of connection, all anchor existential stakes in tangible reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of protection, deliberate during negotiation and reflection, then surging with urgency as external threats collide with internal awakenings. Whether you're commuting through regulated spaces or sitting in twilight solitude, the audiobook creates a partible sanctuary where slowness feels sacred and connection feels lifeline. It's storytelling as embodied validation, transforming passive listening into active participation in a love story that honors both danger and devotion. Ultimately, Warrior redefines romantic suspense by centering male emotional labor within protective frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for intense chemistry and high-stakes tension, while delivering substantive commentary on veteran trauma, feminine strength, and the radical act of building partnerships based on mutual recognition rather than rescue. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional odyssey. If you've ever wondered whether safety can coexist with vulnerability, or if true strength requires embracing what others fear, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the most powerful act is simply letting yourself be protected while protecting in return. Press play, lower your guard, and prepare to believe that even in landscapes shaped by violence, hearts still find ways to stand firm together. Your next favorite romantic suspense isn't waiting in flawless heroes. It's waiting in the brave, trembling choice to be fully, fiercely human.